you guys are anything like me growing up, making friends didn't come so easily, especially in my younger years. You know, I wasn't always this cool. I wasn't very good at sports. I had acne and I was the shortest kid in the class. But I had some accidental friends pop up along the way. I wasn't quite sure how I got them, but I did. And in the past few years, I began reassessing my friendship network. I began expanding and improving upon the friends that I wanted to keep. And I began trimming the ones that were negative influences. And in the process, I realized one of life's simple but profound truths about friendship. That friendships live or die in very specific key moments. These key moments are when someone needs us to come through for them, and we do, when we say yes. I believe it's with this strategy that anyone, at any time in their life, can develop strong friendships. I first realized this fact when I met an acquaintance of mine, Pete. Pete and I were both pledging for the same fraternity in school. And Pete came to me one day with a favor to ask. A friend of his, Kenny, was driving one day with his girlfriend. It was Thanksgiving, and it was her birthday, and they were driving up north. And they were driving along the highway at night. She was driving, he was in the back seat. And she turned around to say, "I love you." At that point, she hit a car that was stalled in the middle of the road. She exited the vehicle to see the damage, and at that time, she was struck by an oncoming car. She was flown to a nearby hospital via helicopter, but it was too late. She was pronounced dead. So Pete came to me and he asked me if I would drive him and Kenny up about an hour north to be closer to his family. Now, at the time, I wasn't good friends with Pete at all. He was an acquaintance. I didn't know any of them. And this was an inconvenience to me. It was an hour drive. I didn't know him, but I was moved by the story. So I said yes. And an interesting thing happened at that time. Pete and I, very quickly, almost overnight, became very close friends. Faster than I had ever made a friend before in my life, which was very interesting to me. I couldn't really understand how that happened. But we began coming through for each other very often. And I realized this is a key to making friendships. And Pete is still my friend to this day. He's a very good friend. But that's not because I came through once. It's because I came through repeatedly. And that's the second point. If you want to make strong friendships, it's not good enough just to come through for someone and say yes once. We have to do so repeatedly, over and over. And there's a balance to it too. It can't just be us coming through for them. Because I don't know if anybody out there has ever had a friend that you continually came through for them and they didn't come through for you. And it wasn't a very good situation. We were kind of stuck with them. I want to let you know that you can end a friendship as quickly as you start one. Simply stop coming through for them. Okay? But if you want to continue to develop strong friendships and deepen them, I want to give you my third point. My third point is that the things that we say yes to and come through for don't always need to be trivial. It's not so much just going and picking them up from the airport, or even picking them up from jail. That happened twice. Same friend. But we're dealing with humans here, and sometimes humans have very significant problems, emotional problems. We lose family members, we lose our jobs, we lose relationships. And our friends need us to come through for them in emotional ways. And it's not good enough to just give advice. We need to dig deep and share a part of ourselves. We need to express vulnerability so that we can share deep emotions with another person. And this is inconvenient, but it's necessary if we want to really develop very strong relationships. So I believe that these three components, saying yes when it's inconvenient, saying it often, and saying it even when it hurts, is the recipe to developing the best of friends. Now, if you have very strong social skills, then this might be a review for you. But if you have, say, mediocre social skills, maybe you have a large Facebook social media network and only maybe a couple acquaintances in real life, I want to encourage you the next time that someone, an acquaintance, reaches out to you for you to come through for them. Even if it's inconvenient, I want to encourage you to go ahead and take that action to develop a stronger friendship. And let's say you have no social network, no friends. There's another option, and that's to look for opportunities for you to help another person and come through, even if they don't reach out to you. And in this way, you can expand your social network. And anyone can do this. I want to let you know that making friendships is hard. It's inconvenient, but it's worth it. And it all comes down to us saying a single response, a very simple word: yes. Thank you.
I'd like my Sergeant at Arms to please escort our evaluation contestants out.